¿Cómo estamos, amigos? Y lo dejé sordo uno. Amigos, bienvenidos un día más al canal. Y ahora con esto ya me lleno de dislike. El día de hoy vamos a reaccionar, amigos, a Extranjera Defiende a los mexicanos. Un video bastante interesante, bastante de verdad que son videos como que lo veis como que quiero verlo. O sea, yo veo que la gente la reacciona y yo en vez de reaccionar, o sea, de ver su reacción, como que me llama la atención, como yo quiero verlo también. Digamos el canal, si por algo da el canal MIRECOLES, como he dicho, para reaccionar a las cosas que ustedes nos pidan, que ustedes de verdad tipo comenten. Y nada, si ven un comentario que les guste, dejen like, porque de verdad muchos de esos comentarios nos llegan por ustedes. Por ejemplo, de banda MS, del tema de Me gusta tu vieja, el grupo Firme, el Tri. Y son los temas que son videos los que más son apoyados realmente, porque ustedes los piden mucho y cuando los traemos de verdad que lo apoyan un montón. Y de verdad mil gracias por todo el apoyo, amigos. Vamos llegando al power, como siempre estará el link en la descripción.
Frank, I am not going to stand up here and give you the traditional Hallmark version of a valedictory speech. Instead, I'd like to offer you a different kind of speech, one that discusses expectations versus reality. Many of you see me standing up here and assume that my life must be pretty great. My parents must be very proud. Nevertheless, I think it's important to note that those are only half-truths. Those are the expectations. My reality has been quite different. On July 11th, it will be exactly 6 years since I moved to McKinney from Mexico City, where I was born and raised. When people see me standing up here, they see a girl who's Yale-bound and who seems to have her life figured out. But that is far from the whole truth. So at this time, if I may, I'd like to convey my fair share of realities. Unexpected reality number 1. At the age of 11, I was nothing more than a girl with an abusive and alcoholic father who had to depend on her mother's strength. A girl whose only dream was to someday become an American. A naive girl who thought that moving countries would solve all of the problems in her life. Unexpected reality number 2. At the age of 12, I was faced with the task of having to embrace and fit into a new culture. Oftentimes, my intelligence was questioned due to my background. I was also faced with the task of giving up a part of my childhood to help raise my little sister, Andrea, while...
amigo. Brutalísimo.
O sea, no sé, ejemplo, yo siempre me he puesto a pensar estas cosas. Ejemplo, uno siempre tiene así como, no sé, le pasan cosas malas, ¿cierto? Y uno ve a las personas y dice, no, quizás esa persona me gustaría tener su vida, se ve tan perfecta, pero uno nunca sabe lo que está detrás de esa persona, lo que ha pasado y todo eso. Entonces, de verdad que igual es importante y es bonito escucharla y saber las cosas de ella.
Increíble.
My mom worked from morning until late at night. School became my safe haven because despite not having internet, a washing machine, or even my own bed, I always had knowledge at my fingertips thanks to the library at my school. And not only that, but I also realized that might be the only way I might be able to help my family.
Grande.
Although we do not all share the same struggles, and we haven't gone through the same hurdles throughout life, we do share some of the same sentiments. I know what it's like to be put down, to have your accomplishments acknowledged, to feel powerless. So at this time, I would like to commend each and every single one of you here for persevering through your own challenges, for being the resilient human beings you have proven to be, and for not letting any obstacles stop you from getting here today. We all have struggles we want to face on our own behind closed doors, because we know that if people were to discover them, we would be at our most vulnerable state and never looked at the same way. Well, after all of these years, I have finally mustered up the courage to stand before you and share a struggle I've had to deal with each and every day. Unexpected reality number 3. I am one of the 11 million undocumented immigrants living in the shadows of the United States. I decided to stand before you today and reveal these unexpected realities because this might be my only chance to convey the truth to all of you that undocumented immigrants are people too.
Amigo, piel de gallina, cabrona. Usa la piel de gallina. Dios, aparte la gente aplaudiendo, qué bonito todo, amigo. Aplaudo.
I was hesitant to speak about this here today because of the great divide of opinions concerning the topic of immigration in America. But I feel like I owe it to all of you to be honest, and I owe it to myself. The most important part of the debate, and the part most often overlooked, is the fact that immigrants, undocumented or otherwise, are people too. People with dreams, aspirations, hopes, and loved ones. People like me. People who have become a part of the American society and way of life, and who yearn to help make America great again, without the construction of a wall built on hatred and prejudice.
Okay.
We are here without official documentation because the U.S. immigration system is broken, and it has forced many families to live in fear. I myself have been waiting 7 years for my application to even be processed. So I hope that all of you leave here today knowing that we are trying to do it the right way, but we don't know how. I ask for all of you to try to look beyond the way in which the media portrays us and the dehumanizing accusations that some politicians have made. I ask for you to please keep your hearts open and try to find love and understanding that makes us human. Because after all, we are people, just like you. While I can't predict the future and tell you how successful you're all going to be, by sharing my story, I hope to convince all of you that if I was able to break every stereotype based on what I'm classified as, Mexican, female, undocumented, first generation, low income, then so can you. We do not have to let expectations become our reality. I am no expert in this journey we call life, but I am living proof that beating the system is possible. We do not have to conform to the limitations that others put on us. There will always be people that judge us and set expectations based on their preconceived ideas of who they think we are and who they think we should be. However, we have the ability to prove them wrong. In those moments when you need a reason to continue moving forward, close your eyes and picture yourself in the future saying, "They told me I couldn't, so I did." Thank you.
¡Amigo!
Qué precioso.
Dios, qué video la chica, amigo, no sé. Tengo los pelos parados, amigo. Tengo todo parado, la puta madre, la chica. Amigo. Llegó a desenfocar la cámara. Esperen que la enfoque, muchachos. Esperen un segundo. Pum, 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 pum. Listo. Increíble. Increíble, tipo. Otra vez se desenfocó. Amigo, es que. Amigo, es para llorar mientras todo habla.
No, de verdad que me gustó, está precioso las palabras que dijo. Yo al principio pensé que sí era extranjera.
Sigue hablando.
Pero cuando dijo que era mexicana me sorprendió y obviamente todo lo que ella tuvo que hacer para llegar donde está es increíble porque si uno quiere hacer las cosas obviamente uno va a luchar por ello y es bonito las palabras que dijo, inspiradoras porque no sé, de verdad que fue muy precioso todo lo que dice esta muchacha. Qué bonito.
Amigo, es para de verdad aplaudirme y amigo dijo tantas verdades, aparte rompiendo tantas realidades. Increíble, tipo, el video me encantó. Te da una enseñanza increíble de la vida, pero increíble, tipo, de verdad que te da
moraleja.
Sin palabras, muchachos. Nos vemos en el siguiente video. Si alguien me ha pedido esta en los comentarios porque quiero saber más, porque, amigo, de verdad quería aplaudirla cada rato, pararme y aplaudirla.
Sí, por eso me reí. Es que te veía cada rato haciendo
sí,
así.
Quiero ver aplaudirla un rato, increíble la chica, amigo. A ver el siguiente video. Chao, amigos.
Adiós.